By the end of this video, you're going to learn how you can double your reaction time. Lots of you out there may be watching pro players and other players with really fast hands and maybe thinking that you can't get there, but I'm here to tell you, you can. The first thing that you can do to double your reaction time is to actually work on your ready position. I know you've heard of it in other videos, but I can't tell you enough how important this is and how this can drastically improve your reaction. So what I see in a lot of different players is their paddle either too low or it's maybe off to the left or to the right. Again, we want to be in a higher ready position and be also in a very neutral ready position. What that means is from this camera here, you can see that even though I'm slightly to the backhand, this paddle is right in front of my navel right here so that I can actually access my backhand and my forehand equally. Now, one of the things that players don't think about is after every volley, they need to get back here, right? Players will hit their volley and actually be in a good ready position before that, but after their first initial volley or maybe their second volley, they have their paddle dropped or in a different position. All the pros and all the good players with really fast hands, they make sure every single time they hit the ball, it comes right back to that ideal ready position so that they can prepare for the next ball. The second thing that's absolutely going to increase your reaction time is squaring your shoulders to wherever the ball is. Now, this is something that I've really been studying when I watch the pros in firefights, but whether the ball is straight on, you will see their shoulders or their chest straight on towards the ball, or if the firefight is happening with their partner and it's across court from them, you will see their shoulders engaged and turn to the target. What this does is this actually puts our paddle in the ideal position to cover the court. So from this right side, again, if I'm having a firefight in front of me, my shoulders are always going to be in front. But if the firefight is actually happening cross court from me, right, I'm going to move over, so I'm covering the middle a little bit, but not only moving over, but I'm going to turn my shoulders so my paddle tip is actually faced towards the ball. So this puts me in best position to cover the middle very quickly with a one or two-handed backhand and to cover my body right here. The third thing that you can do to increase your reaction time and really just to put you in the best position to counterattack is to have a counterattack mentality. So no matter what's going on that side of the net, every time their opponents, whether it's the opponent in front of them or the opponent cross court from them, anytime that they're hitting the ball, they are ready to counter. They're not lackadaisical. They're not just standing there, maybe waiting for a dink. Every time that their opponent is hitting the ball, they're looking to counter and be very aggressive back. Counterattacking is only one of the few things that you can improve when it comes to attacking. If you'd like to learn more about how to attack, make sure you check out our free attacking masterclass in the description below or go to attackmasterclass.com. The next thing that you want to make sure that you do, and it may sound a little counterintuitive, but it is actually staying nice and relaxed throughout the rally and the firefight. Even though you may see these pros having very fast volleys and firefights, one of the things that they do when they're not hitting the ball is they are actually not tense and not super tight. Because they're actually very, very relaxed, they can actually react to the ball a little bit quicker, right? If I'm really, really tense and my shoulders are tense and my arm, it's very, very hard to move really, really quickly. So one of the things that you can actually practice on is make sure that you stay relaxed, starting from the hand all the way through the forearm and to my shoulder. If I can stay relaxed from my shoulder all the way to my hand, this really helps me getting to the balls a lot quicker. Another thing that the pros do very well, which really helps their reaction time, is staying in a solid, stable base and generally wider than your shoulders. What you will see in firefights when players are initiating and hitting their volleys is you will see them, again, with a good ready position, turning of the shoulders, and also in that really wide base so that they're in a strong position to counter every time. All right, so now that we talked about all the things that you can do to improve that reaction time, now we're gonna put into practice. We're gonna show you 3 simple exercises that is going to completely transform your reaction time and also your volleys, okay? So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a partner here. I have Logan feeding me some balls, and I'm gonna actually stand in my normal stance up against the wall. You can do this against any wall. And again, when it comes to reaction time and hitting your counters and volleys, it is really important that we keep our swings and our strokes short and compact. So I don't want to take a really big backswing because, you know, that's going to take longer to get to that ball and my contact's going to be very late. So when I have my back and my butt against the wall here, I don't have a lot of room, and this is actually going to train really short movement. So he's first going to feed to my backhand, and you're going to notice all I'm going to do is I might turn my shoulders a little bit, but I'm keeping it nice and out in front, and then I'm just pushing or punching straight towards my target, which he's going to catch. Now again, if you are taking huge backswings, you're going to be scraping your paddle against the wall, and that's not what we want. Okay, so go ahead, Logan. Good. So again, he's feeding very, very slow to medium feeds, which is perfect for me, right? And obviously I'm keeping my eye on the ball and trying to hit it right back at him. One thing that I do want to mention, it's really important, and I just want to make sure that you're not sitting here waiting for the ball. So I really have to actually practice that ready position that we talked about and then going out to the ball. Go ahead, Logan. Okay, just like that. Okay. Okay, so that's really good. Now we're gonna do the forehand side, and this is the side that I see many players struggle with, right? You're gonna take your paddle back. If you're slamming your elbow into the back wall here, it's gonna hurt, but also give you a good reminder to not take it back. One of the key things that I can do from this position, if you look at my dominant elbow here, right? I'm going to just really just open my paddle face out to my target, just like this. If I was just opening it up like that, you can see my palm, and all I'm doing is that, and I'm just pushing forward. It's very simple, very short. Go ahead. Okay, couple more. Okay, one more. Okay, so that last one was a good example. So this drill can really, really help you stay really short and compact. And again, when you get in a really fast hands battle, this is something that's super crucial at higher levels because you want to get right back to that ready position. For this next exercise, you're going to grab your partner and put them right in front of you because most firefights we know happen straight on. What me and Logan are going to do here is we're going to go forehand to forehand, and I'm going to make sure that this paddle doesn't go past my shoulder, right? So I'm not doing this. I'm going to keep it really nice and compact. And one of the other things that I'm focusing on is after every ball, I'm actually bringing it back to that ready position. Even though Logan is going to be hitting that ball to my forehand, I don't want to just be waiting like this, right? Because in a real game, it could come here. So I'm going to be hitting the ball and then we're returning into that ready position. Here we go. Good, Logan. Good. So this is just a really, really good drill. Hopefully you can see that super compact while still staying really relaxed, and I'm in that wide base. Now, the second one, obviously you probably guessed it, but we're gonna be going from backhand to backhand. So some of these are gonna be out here, and some of them might be around this chest over here. But again, the important thing here is keeping it nice and compact, not coming past the shoulder, and then returning right back to that ready position because it could come to the forehand as well. Good. Okay, so just like that, you're training your balance, your base, again, that ready position, and then really compact and short swings. So make sure that you go out there and practice all these things, and your reaction time will definitely improve.